Hello. Today, this is your chance to do an IELTS speaking practice test. And I'm going to guide you through each and every step to make sure that you succeed. Right, let's see how you do. Hello, my name is Keith and I run the website keithspeakingacademy.com. Here to help you speak better English, give better answers and get a higher score on the IELTS speaking test. Right now, you lot, today I'm going to give you the chance to do a full IELTS speaking practice test. Right, a kind of mock test if you like. And this is your chance to answer some common questions in IELTS speaking. But relax, right? I will also give you tips, techniques and guidance at every stage of the test to make sure you do really, really well. How about that? Sound good? Let's get into it. Hello. You must be here for the IELTS speaking test. Is that right? Great. Please come and have a seat. It's great to see you. How are you? All right. A little bit nervous, right? Well, listen, don't worry. Just relax. I'm going to help you get through this. So, tip number 1, before the test, before you go into the speaking test, try and spend 5 or 10 minutes listening to some English. Whether it's a podcast on your phone or the radio, but just to get into the English mood. It's a great idea. The other thing is, if you're nervous, get mentally prepared a few minutes before you go in. And what I like to do is think about the IELTS test as something exciting you are looking forward to. I know you're not, but the more you're nervous, the worse it gets. If you can just change that mindset to, let's imagine if I had the choice, this is what I would choose to do right now. Like a birthday party. I really want to go. I really want to do this. I'm excited about it. And that energy will come into the test and help you. So try and look forward to it. So this is the IELTS speaking test conducted today. My name is Keith and can you tell me your full name, please? Okay, and what can I call you? Okay, great. Tip number 2, at the very beginning, just relax, take a deep breath and smile. It really helps you and it helps the examiner. Also, with the first question coming up on work or study or hometown, keep it simple, right? Don't give long, complicated answers and make lots of mistakes. Keep it simple, good first impression. So listen, in the first part of this test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk first of all about your hometown. Tell me about the town where you live. And what do you like about your hometown? Tip number 3, you're coming up to your first topic of part 1, right? So here, keep your answers quite short. I would say between 10 and 20 seconds, usually. Keep talking. Don't worry if the examiner cuts you off. That's very common, very normal. But 10 to 20 seconds, maybe 3 to 4 sentences is enough. I think one of the most important things is to try and speak as naturally as you can. Only use complex vocabulary or idioms if you are comfortable with them. Otherwise, you'll make lots of mistakes. You don't want mistakes at the early start of the test, right? So keep your answers quite short and just speak naturally. Okay, so now I'm going to go on and ask you some questions about sports, okay? What kind of sports do you like? And how often do you play sports? Do you watch sports matches on TV? Are you a fan of any sports teams? Okay. Tip number 4. Hey, well done. You've just answered the first part 1 topic. You're coming up to the second part 1 topic. One common question here is, can I use contractions like gonna, wanna, have to? And the answer is yes. Not only can you, but you should use contractions, right? Gonna and wanna and kinda, these are all very natural ways of speaking English. So do use contractions. You don't have to, but that is the natural way we speak. So it's a great idea. Just be careful of the very, very common mistake. Some people say, I'm gonna to go. I'm gonna to go. No, because gonna is going to. So that's like saying, I'm going to go. You only need 1 to. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I wanna go. I want to. I wanna go. Excellent. Good luck. Now, let's move on and let's talk about staying up late. Do you often stay up late? And what do you do when you stay up late? How do you feel the next day if you have stayed up late? Okay, so now I'm going to move on to part 2. I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to prepare and you can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand? Okay, so listen, here's a piece of paper and here is your pencil and here is the topic. Okay, I'd like you to describe a time when you forgot something important. So you have a minute to prepare. Tip number 5. Hey, you're doing a really good job, right? Let's keep going. Now you've got 1 minute to prepare part 2. I think in that 1 minute, do the following. Get your idea quite quickly, the one you want to talk about, and then think about the structure. You can follow the bullet points. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. And I would just write 2 or 3 words on the paper for each bullet point or each section of your talk, just to help guide you. And a final word, before you start, get your first sentence ready so that you begin confidently and with a bang. Okay, good luck. Okay, so remember, you've got 1 to 2 minutes for this. Don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please? And do you still think about this thing now? Okay. Can I take back the task card? Thank you very much. The pencil and paper. Okay. So we've been talking about a time when you forgot something important. I'd like to go on now and ask you some questions related to that. Okay. Tip number 6. Hey, well done. That was great. You're doing a really good job. Now, the important thing at the end of part 2 is to stay focused. This is where a lot of people lose their concentration, right? You think, oh, part 2 is over. Hooray. No, this is a marathon. Keep focused. You've got the biggest part coming up now, part 3. So stay focused on that. In fact, my tip for you here is before the test is about your practice. Try and do as many practice tests or mock tests like this as you can. It'll really help you build up your stamina, like for this marathon, right? And get you used to speaking over long periods of time and reacting to questions. How can you do that? If you have a teacher, fantastic. If you don't, go to my website. I've got now lots of these practice tests, even just for part 1 or part 2, it's fine, but where you sit with me, watch the video, and I will ask you the questions and you just practice. Go and check them out down in the links below. But for now, let's get back to that part 3. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's talk first of all about people forgetting. Why do people forget things? Mm-hmm. Tip number 7. So listen, that was not bad as a first answer. Do remember in part 3 to develop your answers as much as you can. You may be speaking from 30 seconds to 60 seconds, depending on the examiner and the question. So, give your opinion, give the reason why, give examples. Remember your examples, right? Okay. And before you answer, it's fine to pause for a couple of seconds and just think. And then give your answer. Absolutely fine. Okay. Let's get back in there. Okay. And how can we avoid forgetting things? Tip number 8. You're doing fantastic. A really good job. Keep going, keep focused. And remember now, part 3, this really is the part as you develop your answers where you can show off your vocabulary. So if any idioms come to mind or interesting collocations, now is the time to bring them out. But keep going naturally. Remember, you really want to try and get into the flow. That's the key to part 3. Just get into that flow of language coming out in your answer. You're nearly there. See you on the other side. And so, do you think that adults are more forgetful than children? Let's talk a bit about technology now. Do you agree that technology actually helps us remember things better? And anything else? Okay, that's great. That's the end of the speaking test. Thank you very much. Hooray, you got there in the end. Well done. What a good job. That's fantastic. Now, great. I'm sure you're thinking, well, there are some things I could improve. That is good. You can always go back, watch the video again, and practice more and more. If you want to do more practice on different topics, look at the links below the video and you can go to my website there. There are some of the live lessons there, different topics, have similar videos to this where you can practice with me asking you the questions and you just do lots of practice. It's so good. It will help you build your flexibility, to get that high score that you want. Just remember, I think, be as natural as you can, get into the flow, smile, and really enjoy yourself when you're doing the IELTS speaking test. That's it from me. I'm checking out. As always, it's been a pleasure. It's been great fun being your examiner for the day. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked the video, please do like it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel and do turn on that notification button. I'm really looking forward to seeing you soon. Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.